staying with us. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service speaks on WCO conference in Abuja. Also on Customs Support, Apapa Command speaks on revenue generation in the command, plus more report. I am Igiseme Itinye. Stay tuned. The Controller General of Nigerian Customs Service has been speaking on World Customs Organization. He told participants that Customs will continue to cooperate with Customs Union in regard to WCO operations in Africa.
Customs personnel.
Customs everywhere must now realize that they are in danger because of this type of confrontation. So customs must be fully equipped to be able to defend themselves and defend the equipment they use in the face of adversities that we're facing. So this is the genesis of this conference. This is the first of its kind, and I believe that, what the Secretary General said, we're building an action plan, and very soon, once that is approved by the Council, it will now become a roadmap for all customs to follow and develop their own internal skill and capacity to be able to manage their border.
He commended the officers of the service for implementing the rules of the service.
Look at our plans and deliberately include the training for managing fragile borders. And we are happy that the WCO will soon be rolling out an action plan on fragile border. That will help countries like ours when you're planning your strategic plan for the year. You can borrow a leg from there. And I hope after this meeting, the WCO should be able to roll out an action plan for fragile border management. That will constitute, that will become a document that we should refer to in building our strategy towards border management training. I think one very important thing you have mentioned is the organization of common training between officers of other security agencies and customs. That creates a bond and a relationship, a lasting relationship. So when it comes to collaboration, it is a fundamental feed forward. And I think that is what many of us should also borrow.
The Assistant Controller General of Customs, operating at the training school in Kwagwadada in Abuja, says that Nigerian Customs Service will also continue to train workers to enable them to work effectively all over the country.
In order to enrich your learning experience, the college have adopted different training methods, which include central hall lectures and presentations, syndicate room discussions, tutorial exercise, read-in correction exercise. The course has a duration of 5 months for senior course and 3 months for junior course. The two separate courses are designed and structured to develop your staff analytical and communication skills in order to equip you to effectively carry your own work in the service, as well as with other agencies. These skill sets are critical considering that global, regional, and national economic imperatives have necessitated countries exposing new strategies to address extant and emerging economic challenges confronting them. I advise you to be very adaptive, hardworking, and ready to lay a solid foundation for your chosen career, as this course will prepare you for the burden of leadership required at operation level officers. Bear in mind that for you to succeed on the course, you will need to have good sense of management, drive for knowledge, punctuality, esprit de corps, self-confidence, and above all, personal discipline.
You are watching the program Customs Report. The Apapa Area Controller has been speaking on revenue generation of the Nigerian Customs Service in Apapa, so that the command will further generate more revenue for the nation in 2023.
Today marks another era in the history of Nigeria Customs Service Apapa Area Command. I am inheriting a well-structured area command. The level and the achievement, together with the status achieved so far have nothing to be done rather than to sustain it, sustain the tempo, and look for other ways of positively improving it. I want to urge the releasing stroke examination officers. No parcel, no package, no container should leave Apapa Port without undergoing proper 100% physical examination. For our cargoes going through the scanning machine, I want to draw the attention of the image analysts. It is a critical decision and position they are operating at. Therefore, in making decision for cargo to be suspect or non-suspect, they should exhibit all sense of responsibility, carefulness, and experience so that we don't go and release an uncustomed cargo in error. I am urging for your maximum cooperation, and I hope together we are going to sustain the tempo of the area command and will look for every possible positive way to improve on it. To our stakeholders, you are part and parcel of us. You are part and parcel of the area command. I want to urge you to please endeavor to make true and proper declaration. The customs clearance procedure is a simple procedure. The extant laws are there, and everything stands and ends with declarations. Once there is true and proper declaration, there is no cause for any delay, and there will be seamless flow right from examination and exit of your cargo. I'm not going to facilitate non-compliance traders. For trade facilitation to take place, there must be true and proper declaration. Therefore, in order to avoid unnecessary delays, in order to avoid unnecessary interventions, I'm urging you to make true and proper declaration. Gentlemen of the press, you have been with us. As the acting ACG have mentioned, you are part and parcel of the port. You are part and parcel of us. So endeavor to make objective reports on anything or activity that is happening at the area command. Back to my officers, I will still call upon you next week so that we can have a one-on-one discussion on how to sustain the tempo and our modes of operation in this at this area command.
The Customs Area Controller in charge of semi-border has seized PMS from smugglers operating along the nation's borderline. So that his men intercepted jerrycans of PMS from smugglers operating both at night and day. He has this to say on the number of seizures made by his command.
To buy the same product are making attempts to smuggle them out of the country. What we have here is a whooping 1,300 or so plus jerrycans of fuel worth, if you translate, 30 liters equivalent for each jerrycan. So if you translate it, it's closely over one full tanker of petroleum products seized in just 1 week. This is dangerous, not just for the nation, but for the coming generation of Nigerians. Into the Niger Republic, is also arrested along with the two people. Is bearing Niger Republic. This one is Benin Republic. This is again Benin Republic. Another Benin Republic, another Benin Republic, and this is Togolese, supposedly international passport. The immigration will tell us if they're genuine or fake. We also have another Togolese and another Togolese. And also, Senegal. We have two belonging to Senegal. Another unique thing about this is that the owners of this passport, some of them The same face, different names, different national passports. So we also suspect that it is a syndicate that is involved in cross-border criminality. They also have various driving licenses belonging to these countries, but bearing different names. For instance, we have this one bearing a different name and is said to belong to Niger Republic. The same name is also belonging to Benin Republic on a different, the same photograph, a different name, and a different driving license for another republic. We also have them here. Gentlemen of the press, you all know that election is around the corner. You also know what Nigeria is going through in some parts of the country for which the military is doing their best to curtail. Now, with this development around here, the currency, the passports, the different names on the different passports with the same photographs, the driving license of various nationalities, the various countries, bearing the same photograph of the same person with different names, is a dangerous trend. As in a different vehicle, and upon searching them and their baggage, we discovered some international passports. These passports you see here is for Malta Republic. But one unique thing about them is that all the passports, 6 of them, bear the photograph of the same person, but with different names. The passport is for Republic of Malta. It bears the photograph of somebody, supposedly an European lady, but bearing different names for all the 6 passports. Related to this, the same lady also has 6 international driver's licenses bearing her photograph with 6 different names. The significance of this is that we are dealing with a very dangerous syndicate here that moves across the border. Recall that we have 6 other nations across this border: Nigeria, Benin Republic, Togo, Ghana, Ivory Coast, and Senegal.
The Federal Operation Unit Zone A has arrested 11 suspects in the month of January for smuggling activities in the country. The anti-controller said 3 suspects were convicted, while the rest are on bail. He said the unit also seized 304 pieces of expired used tires, 11 units of used motorbike used for smuggling rice through the bush into Nigeria. The acting controller said that goods were intercepted along the border corridor of Southwest from contravening the law.
Important we note that this is clearly and linked to crime. Someone taking this now does not value life again. They can react and overreact over trivial issues. And as the election is fast approaching, we need to up our game, and that is what we are doing, to ensure that we mop up all this out of circulation.
He pointed that 11 suspects were arrested, while 3 were convicted for crime of smuggling by the Federal High Court.
We have harnessed our human resources and logistics for the prevention of economic sabotage. We did not only re-strategize our operations, but our officers are urged to be more professional and are keyed into the Service Standard Operations Procedure, SOP, aimed at facilitating legitimate trade. In doing this, we are assuring all compliant traders and importers that they have nothing to fear, while the recalcitrant ones are advised to desist because we are better mobilized with high morale to arrest, prosecute, and make them lose their wares in forfeiture to the federal government of Nigeria. Seizures recorded in January 2023 are a reflection of our officers' commitment to duty and no compromise posture in the discharge of our statutory responsibilities aimed at protecting the national economy and preventing the importation of prohibited and harmful goods. Prominent among the seizures are 5,481 by 50 kg bags of foreign parboiled rice, equivalent to over 9 trailer loads. 47,750 liters of premium motor spirit. 68 pieces of military camouflage. 314 pieces of used tires. 11 units of used motorcycles. 13 units of used motor vehicles. 450 by 106 kg drums of carbide. That one is under detention. These goods were intercepted along the border corridors of the Southwest for contravening different customs laws. 11 suspects were arrested in connection with some of the wares, while the Federal High Court had convicted 3 people for the crime of smuggling. The total DPV value of the seized goods is 517,918,790 naira, while the sum of 86,117,398 naira 50 kobo was recovered as revenue into the Federation account through the issuance of demand notices on custom duties that were discovered to be underpaid. Considering the spate of insecurity across the country and the upcoming general elections, it can be postulated that the importation of Indian hemp and military camouflage could be used to fuel crimes and electoral violence by unpatriotic elements. While the former is under prohibition, the latter are under the control and supervision of the Office of National Security Advisor, which requires end-user certificates. Members of the public are hereby enjoined to key into the prevailing security concerns by providing useful, timely information that could expose and lead to the arrest of enemies of the state. Join me as I lead you to Government Warehouse for the handing over of 2,135 wraps, about weighing 1,163 kg of cannabis sativa, otherwise known as Indian hemp, to the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, while I show you other seizures made within the period under review.
Later handed over the seized drugs to NDL officials in Lagos. He assured all compliant traders and importers that they have nothing to fear. The Lekki Free Zone management has officially organized a send-off party for the former DCG in charge of excise in Abuja. The send-off party was attended by serving and retired officers of Nigerian Customs Service. The Lekki Free Zone management presented here with the gifts at the occasion.
I feel good. This is a day of joy for retired DCG KC Ekekeze, and we are happy. We congratulate her for doing a good work and retiring good.
Great. I thank God for everything. I feel so honored myself that my little sister can get this far. I want every young Nigerian to see that they can follow her path of humility and hard work and honesty and make it. We don't all have to run away to America or Dubai. We can make it here too.
Oh, I feel great. The CGC asked me to represent him today at this occasion. So I'm actually here in 2 capacities to represent the CGC of Nigerian Customs Service and also represent my zone as zone. I call her Ine. I want to say she should keep on being the person she has always been, keep on doing good, and the sky is the limit.
While the DCG thanks the siege of Nigerian Customs Service for the management of the service since he took over. She speaks more on a number of issues.
I feel elated. I feel out of this world, and it can only be God that brought me this far. It can only be God. I give God all the glory, and I thank the Controller General of Customs for finding me worthy to serve in this capacity. Controller General of Customs, Colonel Hamid Ibrahim Ali, retired CFR, but not tired. You have to be diligent. You have to adhere strictly to the procedures. If you adhere to the procedures, you will never go wrong. You will deliver timely. You will deliver timely your job, and there will be ease of doing business. It's as simple as that. Adhere to the procedures, be diligent, and what I describe as integrity is doing something as if you're being watched when no one is watching you. So apply integrity in everything you do. I will say today that a lot had been done. Let me say quickly that the CGC believes in training and retraining of officers, and that has helped the officers to know exactly what is expected of them and to deliver. And again, as the head, you must mentor the officers under you and you must coach them. And when you are doing all this, the job, you draw them out, you bring out the best in them, and you will see that your job is even made easy.
Just before we round up this week edition of the program Customs Report, we virtually report where seizures were made by some various commands in the country. For me, Igiseme Etinye, thanks for watching.